Cameras, smartphones, tablets, audio recorders, and laptops. With so many different devices able to capture sound, where do you begin? We all know that a good external microphone is a necessity, but an often overlooked component of audio capture is the cable that runs from the microphone into the capture device. And not all of those cables are created equally. So let's explore the differences between them together so we can match up the correct cable for your device. Most microphones have a removable cable that can be swapped out when the cable you've used has wore out, you need a different length, or you need a different type of connection. The most common connection on the microphone side is a 3.5mm TRS connection. Here, 3.5mm describes the diameter of the round connection, while TRS describes the design of it. There are two primary types of connection design, TRS and TRRS. TRS stands for tip ring sleeve, while TRRS stands for tip ring sleeve. In practice, TRS connections are typically used on a camera, a sound recorder, or a camcorder. TRRS cables are typically what you'd find on a phone, a tablet, or a smart device. By choosing the correct cable, you can properly input audio from your microphone into the recording device. Now, let's talk about the differences in size. Most cameras, phones that have an audio jack, and other types of recording devices have a 3.5mm connection, regardless of whether it's TRS or TRRS. There are some cameras, though, that use a smaller 2.5mm connection. Fuji's probably the most prolific brand that uses that type of connection, but they do have some that use a 3.5, so you have to know which one your camera takes. Most ProMaster audio cables have a 3.5mm TRS male connection on one end for connecting to your microphone. On the other end of the cable is your choice of either a 3.5mm TRS for connecting to a standard camera or camcorder, a 3.5mm TRRS for connecting to those smart devices we talked about, or a 2.5mm TRS for when you're connecting to a recording device with a smaller input like those Fuji cameras. This allows you to match the type of connection that's needed for your recording device. You also have your choice of length, 8.5-inch coiled or 1 foot straight. Additionally, ProMaster offers a 10-foot extension cable that has a 3.5 TRS male connection on one end and a 3.5mm TRS female port on the other. We also offer a 7.5-inch adapter and splitter. It has a 3.5 TRRS male connection on one end and dual 3.5 TRS female ports on the other end. This gives you the ability to easily adapt your microphone to your smartphone, your tablet, or your computer while gaining a very valuable headphone port so you can monitor your audio as you're capturing the sound. Now let's address smartphones and tablets specifically, because a lot of those have started to remove the traditional 3.5mm headphone jack that we're used to. In the case of Apple, they sell an adapter that converts their Lightning port to a 3.5mm TRRS for around $15. With this adapter installed, you can connect a ProMaster TRRS cable to the phone and then to your external microphone to capture that audio. USB-C is fast becoming the connection standard of choice for smartphones, tablets, and a lot of laptops. When a 3.5mm audio jack isn't included, ProMaster's two USB-C adapters come in handy. Both adapters have a USB-C male connection on one end. The 8.5-inch coiled cable has a 3.5mm TRS plug that can go straight into a microphone, while the other offering is a true adapter. It measures 3 inches long and has a 3.5mm TRRS female port at the other end. For your convenience, ProMaster has started labeling all of our audio cables at the ends so you can easily identify which end goes to your microphone, your smart device, your camera, or your headphones. ProMaster's line of audio cables are compatible with a wide variety of microphone brands, including ProMaster, Sennheiser, Rode, Saramonic, and many more.